Welcome to this video tutorial on how to start discussion and how to moderate a discussion in NewsSocial. We're going to start by creating a discussion. In Dashboard, you will navigate to your circles, unless the circle where you want to create a discussion is listed here. You will go to Show More and then start typing the name of the circle. Then to start a discussion, navigate to the right of the screen. And if you're on mobile, you will have a drop-down menu somewhere in the corner. Choose Start a Discussion. Then create a title for your discussion. You can change the font and the size and do all sorts of different formatting. You can add a picture to create a thumbnail of your post. And you can change the size of the image by just shrinking it down. Then click Next. Here's where you will put in the tags related to your discussion so they can be easily searchable. As you start typing, you will get suggestions. And to choose the suggestion, just click on it. You need at least one tag to proceed. Then click on Next and choose a circle where you would like the discussion to appear. By default, the circle chosen is the one you are creating a post in, but you can change it by clicking on Change and type in the circle's name. And for example, you can change your mind and post it in, say, the main circle instead of the subcircle. But since our discussion is very narrow and relates to the funding, I'm going to keep it in this circle. Then click on Next. Here is where you choose who is going to take part in a discussion. You might have more people in the circle than you would like to take part. So that means you will have to untick this box so that not everyone gets notified when you create a discussion. And then you will have to choose a role that you are assigning to people. For example, a moderator. And then you can see the moderator appears over here. And then you choose your participants. If you can't find the participant, you can search for them in this search field by typing their name or email. If you can't find that person, it could be for two reasons. Either you're typing their name incorrectly or they have not been invited to the circle. Therefore, go ahead and invite them. The other roles that you have in the list is a host, an expert, a speaker, guest expert, panelist. A lot of them will only be relevant to meetings rather than asynchronous discussions. Choose the starting date of your discussion. So it can be today's date or it can be a date in the future. Just click on the calendar and choose the date. Choose your time zone, time. We need to allow at least one day for discussions. So the system will show error if the starting date and the finishing date of your discussion is the same date. So go ahead and set a future date to end the discussion. I'm going to give it at least a month and say the end would be the end of a working day, and then click on Publish. The people you have chosen to take part in a discussion will receive a notification. The next thing you need to do as a moderator is go to the post you have created and start a discussion thread. Until this point, no discussion has started, and the moderator now chooses the precise topic of the discussion. You can insert a link. I have a list of funding opportunities for people to look at and give their opinion as to which ones they think we should go for. So you insert the URL for the text, and then you can choose to open the link in current window or in the next window. So I don't want the discussion to be overridden by the spreadsheet. So I'm choosing that the link should be open in a new window, and then click on save. Then click on publish to publish your discussion thread. Let me show you how the discussion happens in another example. Here's a discussion that has happened 8 days ago. You've got the title, you've got a description, you've got some reference materials. Again, you have participants. You can have more than one moderator if you wish. They all can start a discussion thread. And then participants will respond to thread by clicking respond to thread. Moderators can also respond to thread. Once the thread is created, then participants receive a notification that a new discussion thread has been started. And in the corner here, you have the number of online readers. You've got one, which is probably me. It is. Then you have an option to split the threads into columns. So if you have more than one thread, you will see them in columns. And if you have more than one thread, you can sort them out by clicking on this button. So it will go from the newest first to the oldest first, or from the oldest to the newest. At some point, the moderator can start a vote to get a quick understanding of where we are in the discussion, whether we have an agreement. And we tend to now call this a test for consent according to sociocracy, instead of a voting round. So the moderator will click on the balances, which will then give them an option to create a new round where they give a short description of what this whole testing is about, and then they click on start a new round. People get notified via email when the new voting round has started, and then as you can see, 5 people took part in this vote. 3 were for, or 3 agreed, 2 objected. And you can also give a comment on why you are agreeing or why you are objecting to a certain proposal. When the moderator is happy with the outcome, they can choose to close the discussion with an outcome. For example, here we see that the discussion has come to an end, and the moderator decided that this would be the outcome of the discussion, and they close the discussion with this outcome. What it does, it puts the comment of the moderator right on the top in blue color, and it closes the whole discussion. So you can only see the proposal or the question posed, and then you cannot see anything else. You can, as a moderator, reopen the discussion for any reason. Other than that, we create discussions so that we can arrive to positive outcomes. Therefore, the outcome has been achieved and there is no need for further discussion. It's important to remember that if you are not planning to continue having discussions in this thread, so opening new discussions, then that would be the right way to close the discussion, previous way that have been shown, by clicking on the overflow menu on the comment which you want to make an outcome, and then clicking on close with this outcome. However, if you want to still carry on creating new discussion threads, so under one topic, say funding, you might have different questions you want to discuss, then that particular question you want to close with an outcome, you have to click on close discussion thread. So close discussion thread closes only the thread, and close with this outcome closes the whole discussion. So if we click on close discussion thread, we'll see that the moderator still can create a new thread. However, if you close the way I've showed you before, then the moderator will not be able to start a new discussion thread. I would like to show you some other functionality that we have, and for this I'll need to reopen the discussion. So I click here. Then I would like to show you what you can do in the overflow menu when it comes to different comments. As I've showed you before, you can close a discussion thread, you can close the whole discussion, but you can also report a comment as inappropriate if you think that it violates the rules of the platform, or if it is offensive or in any other way inappropriate. Then you can also unpublish post. If I click on this, you can see that the comment was unpublished by myself, and I can also republish it by just clicking again on the overflow menu. If you click on report as inappropriate, then the message will be reported, and then you can cancel if that wasn't done by mistake. You can also share the comment. I hope that you found this video useful. If you have any more questions, please email us on info@newsocial.co.uk. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.